Hi, I'm Cat McLeod with Layout Escapes. We run international motorcycle tours with track time on MotoGP circuits. And I'm going to explain to you today why we as motorcycle tour guides love the Chatterbox X2 Slim and give you some pro tips on how to use it. Helmet-to-helmet communication with your riding buddies is fun. But when you're a motorcycle tour guide, it's actually a really valuable tool to keep a tour running smooth. So the lead guide can tell the other guides there's some traffic up ahead or we've got a navigation change. We can plan the perfect time to pull over for lunch or to get that group photo. The other guides can say, well, in Germany we say alles Gute, or in Italy we say vai, vai, vai. This is to let the lead guide know that we've all made it around that truck or we've all made that tricky turn and everything's good, so throttle on. For range, clarity, and ease of use, Layout Escapes uses Chatterbox X2 Slims primarily because they use radio, not Bluetooth. It's important to understand what Bluetooth was originally meant for and how it works. Ericsson designed this clever protocol back in the 90s so that digital devices could talk to each other within a range of about 10 meters without a need for all these tangly wires. It was meant to do it at low power and at low cost, and it does it really well. It maintains this virtual digital wire, and when things get near the edge of the range, the connection breaks. And then it takes time for that connection to reestablish. Now it's possible to increase the range of these devices by increasing the power. You can get it up to 100, 200 meters, but the issue is still the same. This virtual digital connection has to be maintained, and when it gets near the edge and it breaks, it then takes time to connect back together again. Now, if you're a couple of riders who are riding in formation and you're always close together, this is never going to be an issue. Or if you're a rider and a passenger, then Bluetooth is going to work just fine for you. Or if you need a cell phone headset, and surprise, Ericsson went into the cell phone business, well, when was the last time you saw somebody more than 10 meters away from their cell phone? But if you're a motorcycle tour company and you have one guide up front and one guide in back, and the distance between these two can vary anywhere from 5 feet to over 2 kilometers, well then Bluetooth, it doesn't work. And that's why we use this. The Chatterbox X2 Slim uses FRS and GMRS radio frequencies, just like one of these. There's no virtual tether that has to be maintained. It's just a simple transmit and receive. The GMRS radio frequencies between 8 and 15 have a 5-mile range, and the rest of them, which are FRS frequencies, have a 2-mile range. Yes, you can use them in conjunction with handheld units like this one. In fact, Yamaha Champions Riding School uses these to coordinate all of their coaches on the racetrack. This is a tool for professionals, but don't worry, it's actually easy to use. I'm going to show you how. Okay, let's get you and your X2 Slim road ready. First thing you'll want to do is install your base plate by putting it in between your helmet liner and the outside shell. You'll see that the actual unit slides onto the outer base plate like that. Next, you want to work with the wires on the inside of your helmet. Get the speaker wire routed around. Sometimes that means you have to pull out the inside liner a little bit and look for the right way to route the inside wires. Be careful getting those snaps back in. Next, you'll want to adjust the speakers so that they fit and they're comfortable, but they're still functional. Next, you want to get that microphone routed around on the left side, either right in front of your mouth or just to the left. Make sure the white dot is pointing towards your mouth because that's the side the microphone is on. If it's pointed the other direction, it won't work. The only other pro tip we're giving here is I'd say mount the unit a little bit further forward than you're seeing here. This will allow you to reach the unit a little bit easier, and also if you're a sport bike rider and you like looking through your turns, you won't bump the jog wheel against your shoulder and change the settings. Okay, let's go over the basic controls. It's easy, there's only 3, and we'll start with the most important one, the power button. Okay, the power button is easy to find. It's right on the top of the unit. Just hold the button down for about 1.5 to 2 seconds. It'll take a little while for the unit to go through its firmware, and then you'll hear it talk to you on the inside. And then when you want to turn the power off, just hold the button down for 4 seconds. All right, the big jog wheel on the side is actually used to change your settings. You press it in order to enter a different mode or menu, and you twist it in order to select a different setting. Now, by default, the unit is in communication mode, and twisting it just makes the volume go up or down.
Volume up. Volume down.
So setting the radio channels on the Chatterbox X2 Slim are really easy. You need to get everybody set on the same channel before you take off. So the easiest way to do that is you press the jog wheel once.
Channel.
That gets you into channel mode, and then twist to select.
Channel 2. Channel 3.
Just choose channel 3.
CTCSS setting.
And then choose subgroup 3.
Channel up. Channel up. Channel up.
Then press once more to get out of the menu.
Box.
Okay, and then press push to talk to set that channel. We're now set to the channel of channel 3, subgroup 3. Now it's a good idea to have a backup channel, just on the odd chance that somebody is using the same channel and subgroup as you. And then we often have a hand signal that we use to say, hey, we're going to switch to the backup channel. We usually keep the backup channel about 2 channels away, so let's say it's channel 5, and everybody knows it, so we give the hand signal, and boom, we do it.
Channel.
1.
Channel 4. Channel 5.
And you press push to talk.
Communication mode.
Okay, the voice-activated transmission feature, or Vox, is something that we rarely use. We find that engine noise and wind, or people sneezing, or people yelling at cars sets it off way too easy. So we actually set it to its lowest setting, and then we turn it off. So the way we do that is we press this 3 times.
Channel. CTCSS setting. Box.
And then we set it to its lowest setting.
Box 2. Box 3. Box 4. Box 5.
That's Vox 5.
Communication mode.
And we press push to talk, the PTT button, in order to set it to Vox 5. Now, in the final way is we turn it off. You turn it off by holding down the jog wheel for about 3 seconds.
Box off.
All right, Vox is now turned off, and that means that anybody who likes to sing in their helmet is free to do so. So the Chatterbox X2 Slim uses primarily radio for communication, but it does use Bluetooth for what Bluetooth is good for, like talking to your cell phone or getting turn-by-turn directions from your GPS. So naturally, you'll want to know how to pair. It's very easy. You just simply hold down the jog wheel and the power button at the same time.
Bluetooth pairing.
While we don't recommend that you talk on your cell phone while you're riding a motorcycle, we have to admit we've done it a few times ourselves. So once you have the device connected up via Bluetooth to your cell phone, it's very easy to answer a call. You'll hear your ringtone inside your helmet through the speakers, and to answer the call, you just press the jog wheel once. And then to hang up on the call, you just press it again. If you have your Chatterbox unit connected via Bluetooth to your GPS and you'd like to get turn-by-turn directions through your headset, then what you need to do is switch to music play mode. And that's easy. You just double tap the jog wheel.
Communication mode.
And turn it.
Music play mode.
And then PTT, and you'll be able to hear the audio from your GPS. Okay, before you get out on the road, actually put your helmet on, have the unit there, and practice reaching for these buttons without seeing them. And don't cheat, do it with your gloves on. Okay, another good habit to get into, you want to hear this sound every time you take off your helmet. Reason being is your unit is powered off, and that means at lunch or your gas stop or when you put your helmet down, it's not getting its settings changed, and you also don't run out of battery. So, the Chatterbox X2 Slim is a professional communication tool that we motorcycle tour guides at Layout Escapes love. It is more reliable, has clearer audio, definitely has greater range, and it's easy to use. Once you know how, and now you do. So, remember that the best way to see the world is on 2 wheels, and we'll see you out there.